Get qualified first. Then gain the qualification for the rest of the whole lifetime. Get qualified for the rest of the whole life. So graduation for the Essence of Bhagavad Gita program. For watching the trailer of Bhagavad Gita, today is the graduation. All right, let's continue. Roller coaster. All good? Can you all hear me? Raghavan, all good? All right, roller coaster. Next X number of hours. I'm not going to define it. It's going to be a roller coaster for everyone, including for me. Get ready for that because we don't do 18 chapters of Gita in one shot. It's not easy. It's very, very hard. I'm going to give it a try today. Fasten your seat belts. By all means, you can close your eyes. Means you can sleep. I don't really mind. I always keep repeating, better to come and sleep in the Gita class than in your couch. It's all right. So you're here, more than happy. If I see you sleeping, I'll just move on. I will tell you when to wake up also. That's the good thing about me. I'll wake you up when time comes. All right. One group has gone. This group will be always like this. We have to manage. All right. So we'll start the program now with our prayers. Om Agyana Timrandasya Jnana Janashalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So we always chant the mantras, as I always keep saying that if we are not grateful to what we are receiving, we are a great fool. What qualification do we have to come and sit and discuss Bhagavad Gita? Today's day and age. You're not qualified. I'm not certainly qualified at all, honestly. Because the Acharyas have given this message in such a way, it's consumable for us, this day and age. And I'm trying to learn along with you and study, I'm trying to share. Whatever, just like a parrot, repeating the words of previous Acharyas. That's all. Nothing from this is mine. If anything is not working, that's me, of course. All right. Long, long ago, like the movie, the story went. The first session, the very first slide was this. If this program was a movie, who would be the hero? Who remembers? Who's the hero? Episode 1. Is it Arjuna? Let's see. If you don't help me, 6 o'clock. Session 1. Okay, open question. If this program was a movie, who would be the hero? Huh? See? Such a honest person. Yes, actually, you're all the heroes. And I explained to you the other day also, last time, which you've forgotten, conveniently. Why? Because you are here. You could have been anywhere today, this moment. You chose to come here. It's an effort. Some of you live here walkable distance. Walkable distance. Some of you coming from Penrith, St. Mary's. I have Campbelltown, the longest one can think of. I have someone from Campbelltown. I can't imagine to be here from Campbelltown. Would you do it? Would I do that? I'll question myself. But this person does, session after session. So you are the heroes because it takes so much effort to even get to a class. This is Sydney, by the way, not an easy place to live. We did some myth busting. So I'm going to go really fast. Try to stay with me. If not, no problem, sleep. I'll wake you up when time comes, when time required, okay? It is a myth in session number 1. Bhagavad Gita is only for people who are retired and over 60s. No disrespect for retired people or over 60s. We all wish one day we can retire in this country. In the current way, it's very hard. So it's actually a qualification, a superior qualification, not an inferior one. People think, right, often, no, it's only for 60s and above, for retired, nothing else. I'm pretty busy with my work. Myth. It's only from Indian background. Who said that? In this class, we have people from non-Indian background. This is very good. Only for Hindu religion. And we spoke long time ago. The word Hindu does not even exist in Shastras. Sanatan Dharma is for everyone, not just for one nomenclature of people. It's like saying sun is rising in the east, Australasia, like pretty much New Zealand and Australia, they claim sun belongs to us. Ooh, big call out. No, you can see the sun first, doesn't make sun belongs to you. It's for everyone. Similarly, Gita's knowledge is for everyone, not just people from east or west. No one can claim proprietorship over Bhagavad Gita or for the Lord. He can be called in different names though. Suraj, Surya, Sun, different names, one entity. So myth number two. Yeah, it's a very ancient Vedic wisdom, but not applicable for today's day and age, especially post-COVID. Things have changed. Look at the inflation. Things are not the same. And today's scientific day and age, it's not applicable. It's a myth. I won't go through all the points, otherwise 4 5 hours is easy. But interestingly, what we find in Gita fundamentally teaches that there are two dimensions of existence, material and spiritual. We all have two dimensions. We only tap onto one dimension, which is which is material. Someone says spiritual, please show me your feet. I'll fall straight away. And I like this one. We are not human beings having spiritual experiences now and then. That's what we think. That's a myth. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. The whole tough time, what we're going through, because of human experience. We are actually spiritual beings going through human experience. Completely different paradigm. Last myth. It's only for people who are suffering. Not me. I'm happy. Wait until the missile turns this side, huh? Sorry. All right, where do we find the answers? We did some number crunching. I took away those slides because very, very hard. There's lots of numbering, right? The current generation, the world, on all the mental well-being. Did lots of statistics there. I removed them all for time. Anyways, we concluded with all the statistics that people are happy or not. We concluded people are not happy. In fact, the so-called best countries to live in the whole world, they have the opposite. Remember the numbers? The European countries have the highest mental well-being issues. So it's opposite. Who remembers this story? Right? A good one, right? Very quickly. Today, not much of stories time. So this grandma, this person who has a nice, beautiful golden cage and a parrot. She has been always looking after the cage. She has a nice little, I can't see this from, a cleaning stick for the cage. But she never fed the parrot with the carrot. She only looked after the cage. What happened? The cage looked beautiful, but the parrot died. Exactly in our case. It's a long story, you all heard before. I'm just going to say every story in a very 1 or 2 lines. That's exactly what we are doing. We're looking after this cage, beautiful cage, whatever you think beautiful is, but the cage, but not looking after the parrot inside. We are not feeding the soul, we are just feeding our body, our external, which is going to really finish sometime soon. Then what's the real food for the inner self? If I'm not supposed to look after the cage, that's not the point. We look after the cage, but then we also feed the parrot inside. What's the food for the parrot? We spoke, we can give a snack or an entree or a full meals. Who remembers snacks? I don't think you remember. Let's see. Please surprise me. Who remembers the snack? Don't remind me of snack. Prashadam is coming. All right. Doing some help for someone. You know how you feel? Remember the time when you helped someone, you felt so really good? That means that moment you actually fed a snack to your soul. That's why you felt truly happy. That's actually a trailer of true happiness, a pinch of it, not full. That's snack. What's the entree of happiness? So much of trouble, we go to temple, only that time we go to temple. So much of trouble, my name is in the list, hit list, restructure list. We go to temple and then, oh, please help me, right? But whatsoever, we go to temple, we come home, satisfied something internally. Though the drive takes 1 hour, 2 hour, what it takes? Happiness. What happens there? It's another place. How do I get some joy which you can't define by any words? What happens truly is you're having an entree that day. The entree fed to the soul. That's the internal meaning of it. All right, if that is a snack and an entree, what's the full meal? Bhagavad Gita answers them. And life's many deeper unanswered questions are answered in Gita. With the number of slides I have, they call it death by PPT. It's exactly going to have that. I'm meant to spend hardly 20 seconds per slide. With the rate we are going, have you got the breakfast for tomorrow morning? All right, let's continue. Session 1, we did the glories of Gita, Gita Mahatmya from Shankaracharya. Of course, I won't read the whole thing. He compares the whole of Vedic knowledge to a cow, and then Krishna to be the the covered boy, Arjuna to be the calf, and Gita to be the milk. So all Vedic knowledge, if you put together, the milk from all Vedic knowledge, Gita is the actual milk. So no need to go and research and get the whole thing. The final sar is in Gita. And Gita Mahatmya, Lord Shiva to Mother Parvati. Oh, this is beautiful. You all remember this? Even if one chapter, one sloka, one line finally says one word, Shiva tells Mother Parvati. If someone hears Gita, one syllable of Gita, they are so fortunate. And I skip them all. Finally, Lord Shiva tells Mother Parvati, wherever the Gita is read, recited, remembered, or taught, that place becomes sanctified, and the Supreme Lord Himself resides there. Do you want the Lord to reside only in Stamford Hall? But this place is so glorious now, actually, with all of your presence and Gita being discussed. Okay, what is Gita? Quickly. Song of God. Bhagavat, Bhagavan, Gita, song of God. Epitome of all Vedic knowledge. 700 slokas, 18 chapters. Scene where Gita was spoken. Battlefield. Type. It's question and answer. So it's not like a Gyan class. Interaction, like that. Bhagavad Gita is a book of commandments. Slept now only, you're saying yes. Exactly. Bhagavad Gita is not a book of commandments, it's a book of choices and consequences. Krishna will give you all the options, you pick one. It's not just a holy book kept high in the altar, so we never get to touch it. But it's a life manual. Like how we search for a washing machine manual when it stops working. Too late. And we never end up finding one. Tell husbands, would you ever found the manuals? I'm calling husbands. Why? One who keeps it elsewhere. I know my home story. All right, 5 key areas discussed in Bhagavad Gita are Jiva, Ishvara, Prakriti, Karma, and Kala, living entities. Who am I? In simple words, the 5 topics in Gita are who am I? Who really am I? Who's God? What is my relationship with God? Where am I living? Prakriti. What am I supposed to do? Karma. All of these in span of time, Kala. These are the 5. Every sloka of 700 can link back to one or many of these 5 categories. Entry criteria. There are some new faces in the class today. Please wake up and listen now and then go back to sleep. Entry criteria. Generally, 4 types of people come to Gita class. Number 1, distressed. Krishna says, this is in 7th chapter. Wanting something. I want, never ending. Inquisitive. I want to know something. Or intelligent. I know Gita has answer for everything. I want to understand Gita. There's a 5th type of people. Krishna didn't say in Gita, but I am saying it. What's the 5th type? One who comes to class for the prasadam. Yeah, I went to my first Bhagavad Gita class for prasadam. I'll be honest. So I put that. Type 5. Type 6, that was me again. My wife dragged me. My wife dragged me for the first Gita. How many spouses are here? I won't see your faces. are dragged by your wives or by the husbands, whatnot. As long as you pay the entry price, I don't really mind who drags you to the class. Your friend, I don't really mind. The entry price is open mind and closed pocket, or in Chirag's words, empty pocket. Right? You said that in the class? Open mind. Some open mind is required to come to the class. Otherwise, if you think, I know everything, all right, then you know everything. So some open mind to come, I'm going to come here and learn Gita, see how I can apply in my life. That is the entry price. That's all I'm asking for, nothing more. All right, I'm going to go this quickly. There are 3 sections of Gita, 18 chapters, 1 to 6, 7 to 12, 13 to 18. First 6 can be called as Karma Yoga broadly. Second 6, Bhakti. Third, Jnana, can be compared to a jewel box. The first 6 chapters as the cover. The second 6 chapters are the actual jewel, and third is the bottom covering. So, like how we keep the most special items in the home, somewhere right in the middle, Krishna kept the special message right in the middle. The 3 mountains, first, second, and third mountains. In other simple words, in first 6 chapters, we learn how to live. Second 6 chapters, how to love, truly love. How to let go. Last 6 chapters. Looks like this is only introduction class. Looking at the time, I don't know really. All right, let's see. Okay. Recommended approach how to study Bhagavad Gita. You all remember? Shravanam, hearing. Mananam, reflection, contemplation. Just go back and if you are awake, try to go back and try to recollect something. Nididhyasanam. Put them in practice. Try to at least. Little bit here or there. Then Gita will start to make sense. Otherwise, it's a Gyan, theory. What's the use? It's not about memorizing Sanskrit slokas. That's not the whole point about. But it's about how we apply this and start to see changes in our life, in decision making, relationships, whatnot. In other simple words, 4 E's framework. We did this. Bhagavad Gita is eternal, empowering, essential, and experiential. That means it's not a theory. Let's get started at 6:15. I really don't know, okay? Please bear with me. All right, Sloka 1, so chapter 1 starts with a question. Dhritarashtra, blind person. I won't go to, we did a little bit of a Mahabharat in that session. That's fine. We'll do it next time in the next class. When we go back to chapter 1, Sloka 1, this is what we'll be going through next class in detail. But today, very high level, Sanjaya is a person who's able to have Doordarshan of what's happening in the battlefield, narrating to Dhritarashtra, who's blind. What was his question? His question is, after they all gone to fight, what did they do? Pretty much what happened was the question. So remember this question. When we conclude today, 18th chapter, we'll see an answer for this. Sanjaya Dhritarashtra's question. Sorry, I didn't put the translation. All right, few slokas, introduction, hero entry. You are right. Hero entry. Tan, 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 right? Hero entry. You'd expect a hero to come out from this chair, from the passenger seat. But actually, the hero is not in the passenger seat. The hero is doing a wonderful service. He is in the driver's seat. Typically in the movie, right? The driver is just a kamwala, but then the boss sits at the back, opens the door. But here it's opposite. The Supreme Lord is teaching the art of humility. The very first lesson, humility, even before giving Gita, by his actions. So, as they say, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Your actions are too loud. When we have good actions, we don't need to speak. That's Krishna. All right. And Arjuna gets broken down emotionally. And then he wants to give up. He says, I can't fight. I can't take to this. Anyways, we'll go through it next time in detail. The point there is, Gita doesn't begin with philosophy. No Gyan class. psychology. Arjuna breaks down, that's when Gita starts. We're also like that. Though we are looking so good outside, internally we are broken apart, if not. Materially strong, emotionally very weak. That's today's world. Some reflections from today's age. Buildings are taller. Our thoughts are very small. Most people lavishly, openly claiming the global media about their thoughts, so small thoughts. Roads are clean. Mind is becoming dirtier, far more dirtier than before. So much speed, no direction. So much speed, no direction. Where to go? What's the point of having speed? Like Arjuna, we need guidance beyond material logic. Just purely going on logic, we need guidance as well. So Arjuna at the end of first chapter, even though he could defeat all of them single-handedly, he felt defeated just being there. And in that state, he asked Krishna what to do is when Gita began. Similarly, when we stop relying on our own greatness and smartness and intelligence and take guidance from Krishna, from Gita, how can I start my life? Do the better way. Our version of Gita starts then. Until then, Krishna doesn't speak. Chapter 2, Art of Communication. Remember the story? Long time ago, I said this story. No time for story today. Krishna demonstrated lesson to before even speaking, art of listening. He listened to Arjuna for pretty much 40 slokas, kept quiet before speaking. Important lesson is don't give advice unless someone asks. Keep your mouth shut. Krishna demonstrated. You can get a chair. Yes. You can get a chair there, yes, please. Krishna did not speak. We had the story. I won't say the story today. Now, the driving question of Gita in second chapter. Tell me the numbers, at least now. I've repeated this so many times. 2.7. All right. So unless we understand the question, we won't understand the answer. The question is this, for which Gita is spoken. And this question is relevant to all of us. Arjuna is asking, don't worry, I'll just quickly paraphrase this for you. I'm confused of what should I be doing? What's my duty? Dharma Sammuda. I'm confused what to do. Please guide me in simple words. How is it relevant? His question is Dharma Sammuda. His question is on what is my duty, my Dharma. Remember this question. What is my Dharma is his question for which Gita is spoken. We'll get the answer to the end of the class today. What is Dharma? Who remembers? There are two types of Dharma we spoke. External, internal. External Dharmas, mom, father, grandma, sister, husband, wife, son. The role keeps on changing. So many dharmas and duties because of our external designation. Internal dharma, like water. Two dharmas of water. Who remembers? To fluid, to remain as fluid, and to quench the thirst. You can make the water as ice, come back to normal. You can boil the water, make it steam, put it normal temperature, water. So the dharma of what internal dharma of water doesn't change. That dharma is what Arjuna is asking. And today we'll find out for all of us what is our real dharma. For dharma, there are two parts, identity and purpose. Like water. What is the identity of water? What's its purpose? Then we'll know what's the real identity, what's the real dharma. Then comes the question, what is our real identity? Green shirt, red shirt, white shirt? No. When we understand who am I really, what is my identity, and what is my life's purpose, then we'll get to know what is our real dharma is. Until then, all the other dharma, they are working so hard to manage in our life. Think for a moment, it's all for external dharma. We are running because we are a mom, we are a dad, we are this, we are that, we are a manager, we are a director, whatsoever, right? All external dharmas will change in a matter of time. Okay. Because this question is relevant to all of us, Bhagavad Gita is relevant to us. Otherwise, what's the point of Gita? Okay? So we'll start with what is my identity? Second chapter. I'm going to go super fast now. According to scientists, not the food scientists. According to scientists, this is what a 70 kg person, a normal weight person, is having in their body. I won't read them all. A big chunk of water, carbon, calcium, phosphorus, blah, blah, blah. This is what our body is made up of. Gram to gram equivalent. This is our breakdown of each of us. Does it sound like you? Hey, 20 kg protein. Hey, 40 kg, whatever, phosphorus. Huh? Does it sound like us? Is this your identity? Tomorrow morning, half a kg phosphorus. Who am I? Do you feel much more than a bunch of chemicals bag? All of us? Do you really feel? Who am I? What's a real identity? In simple English, from our school onwards, we used to say, this is my hand, my name, my body, and not I hand, I name, or I body. Now, who's that I, by the way? Keep thinking on that. When they say my name, my body, my hand, we say, who are you? My name is this. That's your name. Who are you? I'm a male. Who are you? Keep on probing. Pretty basic knowledge, but we never questioned it. In other simple view, we say, I hear, I see, I hear. Who is actually seeing? Is it just the eyes? Just the ears? Who is seeing? So who am I? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains, we are all Atma, spirit, soul, covered with the material body, with Panchaputta. So upon leaving the body, everything gets dissolved. Atma doesn't. That's a basic foundation. Let's continue. So, wonderful human brain. I don't know whose this, not mine, looks very fresh. After the kids' drama, my brain is not like this. This is matter, but this is soul plus matter. The body can function only because the soul is present. Otherwise, what's the difference? The same person, if the person is died or sleeping, they look the same. Okay, aspects of the material body. Gross, we all have gross body. Subtle body, our mind, software. You can compare this to be hardware. This is the softwares. The actual driving force, the soul. I'll skip this one. Krishna says 2:20 that for the soul there's never birth nor death any time. He is not slain when the body is slain. That means the soul doesn't die when the body dies. All right, that takes a question. What is death? Big topic. We'll quickly brush through today. What happens after death? So when someone died, we say he passed away, but the person is still lying there. Previous day, the person used to sleep the same pose. All right? What has passed away? In simple English, they say he passed away. She passed away. Who passed away? The person is right there, like sleeping. Okay? A child, boy, youth, adult, they all the same person. Okay? Haven't seen the picture of yourself from your child age? School days, whatever? Yeah, we look so different, but then don't we feel the same person? We look so different, don't we, Gautam? With a different t-shirt though, for sure. Okay? Professor Pfizer, in his book Human Brain, he says, your body does not contain a single one of the molecule which was there just 7 years ago. So, scientifically, we are a new person every 7 years. Let's say someone is 42, someone. This is your sixth body. Bad math. Okay? This is my sixth me. No, I wish we can say that. That fifth me will pay the mortgage NAB, CBA. This is the sixth me. I will not pay the mortgage. Sounds good. Doesn't work that way. So Krishna explains 213. As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, similarly the soul passes to the next body. This is the basics of spirituality. This is the foundation. Now the question comes, how does the soul transmigrate? All right, we get it. How does the soul move on? I'm looking at the clock's looking at me. I'll do this quickly. So what happens is, after destruction of the gross body, which is made up of the senses, blood, bone, whatnot, the subtle body keeps on working. We did this elaborately in chapter 2. If you all remember, this is a recap, by the way. Our mind still, the software still keeps working, like how you put the laptop to sleep, still working behind. At the time of death, the subtle body, the software, carries the soul to the next. And that's the reason why. So Krishna explains 222, as the person puts a new dress, Gautam, new dress, giving up the old ones. Similarly, the soul accepts new bodies, giving up the old ones. Sorry. Many researches are being done. Oh, this sounds good, but what research have we got? All right. We went through some of the many examples from the proper documented books from the scientists, like how they can go back and remember the previous lives. We did a couple of cases. There's no time. A famous one is this, Ian Stevenson. He has done more than 3,000 proved cases with live demonstration and evidence on multiple lifetimes, memories of past life, proving that our body changes, the soul moves on. Scientific research. Unfortunately, of course, this is available. They are not teaching this in the schools. Because why? It pretty much collapses the whole system then. We can't, not we can't, sorry. They can't do business with us if this gets published. Not published, but it gets highly educated to everyone. Business can't happen. I'm sorry. World can't go on. Further points. We did lots of examples. Child prodigies. How is that possible? Unacquired, untrained skills from age 3, 4. They can give musical ragas. No training. Who taught you that? Remember, the software carries. Phobias. Fear for dog, fear for darkness. Someone is not fearful of darkness. Phobias. Where does it come from? NDEs, near-death experience, OBs, out-of-body experiences. We went through all these examples before. We'll do them more in our detailed class. It's a good one. Twins born pretty much a minute apart, in character, they are poles apart. How is that possible? Biologically, they are almost the same. They look the same, pretty much same. Character-wise, they're different. Right from the beginning, not just afterwards. Okay, summary of identity. We are certainly not on track with time. No way. But I gave a warning. Bring your pillows and bed sheets. All right. I'm going to go quickly. The lesson from this identity summary is that my real identity is far superior than just this body or my mind. What I see in the mirror or what I always keep on thinking about myself. I'm far superior than them. So I need to act much more than just meeting my bodily demands or mental urges. Tell me anything which we do in our life apart from these two. Coming to Bhagavad Gita class is different. Either for bodily demands or mental urges. Simple. Means all we are doing is cleaning the cage, not feeding the carrot, sorry, parrot. All right, let's go on. But how do we train? That's where Bhagavad Gita comes to picture, the intelligence, to train the intelligence with the Gita wisdom. Okay, one story, but no time for story. 240, very important sloka. There was a story, I'll just quickly go through. Yeah, how do I say the story in a short way? Impossible. All right. I'll keep moving forward. This sloka where Krishna talks about beautiful story, we'll have it for later, we'll discuss it again in detail, where Krishna talks about how whatever we save in this lifetime, upon death, that is gone. But spiritually, Krishna says, whatever you have done spiritually, I keep a separate hundi. This spiritual hundi, in that hundi, that account is kept for you eternally. That's why different people have different varying interests in spirituality. Husband and wife, same house. Kids, twins, same, but different interest levels. Why? Each of the soul's journey is different in their interest levels. So Krishna says, true afterlife insurance is whatever we feed into our spiritual bank balance. Other bank balance goes away. All right, chapter 3, 4, 5. Can you all hear me at the back? Okay. So Anshul, Kirti, both needs to be there, is it? All right. That's good. There's a mini kindergarten there. That's okay, but thank you so much. I hope you can all listen, moms and dads. Can you still hear me? Yes, all right. Thank you. So, chapter 3, 4, 5 is about Karma Yoga. Chapter 4 is Jnana Yoga. All right. A big topic. We'll do them in detail later. Karma. What is yoga? Who remembers? What is yoga? To connect. To connect. That's called yoga. Either through karma, through jnana, which is knowledge, or with dhyana, meditation, or with bhakti. Different modes of connecting with God. That's called yoga. Karma, big topic, famous one. We'll do them more in detail later. Krishna explains all aspects of Karma Yoga in Bhagavad Gita. We'll do a famous one. What goes around comes around, right? A famous terminology. Karma. Shopping mall story. No story. Kanika and Sahil is all can remember the story, but not today. All right. Look, this is a recap, so please, those who are new today, don't worry. We're going to do a detailed session from next week. This is pretty much, you're watching a trailer of a super fast action movie. Teaser, seriously. Teaser of a super fast action movie, along with some side effects from the background. So, but we'll dive deeper. So Arjuna asks, look, if I'm a soul, why should I go to office? If I'm a soul, why should I do any work? Fair enough question. Look, he's asking you a question. Krishna says, no, you are forced to go to work. Why you have to pay your mortgage? No. He says, no one can refrain from doing anything even for a moment, like how the kids are. At least us, we can be in one place but sleep. There are more examples. I'll just quickly move on. So the question is, what is action then? How do we act then? Therefore, we need knowledge. And Krishna says, understanding karma is very, very difficult. Who remembers the word, Sanskrit word he uses? Ganana. Very hard to understand, but the intricacies are very hard. But he says it's absolutely possible to understand. I'll teach you. Krishna says three things: action, forbidden action. What is inaction? We often think of only two, good and bad karma, right? There's actually three, by the way. What are the three items about? Okay, let's look at the world around. And then let me look at the clock for a while. Okay. All right. Beautiful flower. Can we say that this flower, even an artificial flower, was made by itself? It takes some work for creation. Or can we say, I'm hungry, food has arrived? Doesn't work that way. We wish it doesn't work that way. There's a plan and arrangement. Nothing by chance. Nothing happens by chance. All right. We live in a world with so many examples of people, right? Quickly. Some are rich. Some are poor. Some are strong. Some are challenged. Some are born to rich parents with someone paid off mortgage in Sydney. Some are born to impoverished situation. Some becomes good opportunity to get good education. No disrespect, but then some does a very hard job. Very hard job, not an easy one. Why is this discrimination? Why is this? Normal question to ask. Who chooses? We choose a job, hopefully a partner, the car, the apartment, the house, many more things. But then we don't choose these things. Our parents we didn't choose. The house, the home, the place where we took birth, we didn't choose. Our beauty, our intelligence level. You can't make a cat a tiger by giving coaching class. Nothing wrong about it. The cat is good that I'm stopping myself, and say something else comes up. If the fish thinks all through the life that climbing the tree is the purpose, success of my life, the fish is in the wrong place. We are putting the fish in the wrong measure of success. The fish is best doing swimming, not climbing the tree. But we have a same vision, completely off topic, okay? Forget time for a moment. We actively try to compete with others in life and copy. We don't agree that, but we end up doing it. Other people's life and then see, where am I? Where am I in my life with others? Right? We all do that, right? You're missing one important point. This is equivalent to going to an examination hall and seeing the next paper and writing all the answers. And then the teacher says, everyone had different question paper today. That's what we do. We try to copy another answer from other person's life, try to cookie cut into our life, try the best. Our question paper is different, each one of us. So good attempt, good try, copying, wasted effort. All right, coming back to this. If we choose this, we don't choose this, who is choosing them for us? I want to meet that person. Why didn't I was born in a rich family with my house paid off already? Why? Is it all by chance, by the way? Is it all by chance? Okay, got the question? Take a detour. Football is law of mechanics. Proper science, how it works, how the ball travels to the field, in the field. Physical optics, thermodynamics. There's law in every aspect of the world, the way this is done. Everything has a proper design and a law. Nice photo. Selfie of Albert Einstein. The perfect brain behind all natural physical laws. All natural physical laws. Another big scientist. If you think strongly enough, you will be forced by the science to believe in God. Because science takes you. That's the actual purpose of science. Material science's job is to take to the creator. All right, that's external world. Let's go into the micro world, macro world, nanophysics, whatsoever. Everything has proper law. Law implies lawmaker. Common sense. Law implies lawmaker. Again, who chooses? If everything else has a law, then what's the law? Who chooses my beauty, my intelligence, where I take birth from? On what basis? Is there a law for that? Yes, there's a law. That's called law of karma. Who's this person? I didn't put a name. Newton. Okay, you all have slept already. No problem. Please continue. By you sleeping, the advantage for me is that I can go for longer. I'll wake you up whenever I'm ready. So carry on, carry on. Okay, what is law of karma? Cause and effect. Doctor, I'm having tummy pain. Doctor will ask, what did you eat last night? Cause and effect. Simple. Everyone, everything around us. What is destiny then? Very important one. Destiny is actions we do produce reactions which may not come immediately. When the reactions that are yet to be delivered is accumulated, kept in store for us, that's destiny. Pretty much our package delivery in Amazon is waiting for us to be delivered. That is destiny in simple words. Our package, we ordered it, payment done, yet to be delivered is destiny in simple words. A good one, Different seeds, rice container. For example, I slap you, you'll slap me straight away. I'm sure you will, with two, right? Instant reaction. But some of those things, I cheat you, it takes some time for you to cheat me back. So not every action is instant. Some reactions can take longer time. Example is different seeds. You put a coriander seed or a grain seed or a bamboo tree or a mango seed. Each of them will give a fruit in different time. Doesn't mean they're out, they're on the way. So similarly, whatever we do, package is on the way. We have ordered it, committed in buying. It's on the way. No one's staring at me except the clock. So I'm having a big battle in my head. All right. Okay, what is destined? What is not destined? Okay, is everything destined? I'm meant to be here, and so I'm here. No. Let's see. Our past actions have created our present destiny. But now what we do, we are creating our future destiny. That means at every moment, we are shaped by our karma, we are shaping our future karma at every moment. I gave the example when Vijay went to India for a trip. I said this right. You catch a Singapore Airlines flight, you get bored, you do a mischief to the air hostess. By destiny, you got the flight to Sydney. By your mischief, you did something air hostess. Who's waiting for you at the airport? A bigger police, your wife. So what you do in the aircraft determines your next destiny. The fact you got the aircraft is your destiny. What you do in the airplane is next destiny. So every moment, as one example, every moment we are being shaped and we are shaping. This is a toss between these two, fate and free will. Every moment we're having these two. At this moment, you can say, my wife dragged me here in this class. My fate, I'm in this class. But you're tossing with your free will. I'm going to try listening. Every moment you have destiny, desire, destiny, desire. The toss is happening. Okay. Because of time, I'm going to go super fast than this. We are in third chapter. How many chapters in Gita? 18. And you're meant to do summary recap today. I don't know. Huh? 15 chapters, 15 minutes is what? Easy 1 hour to get to the. All right. I'm taking a breather. Okay. 3 types of actions. Remember the question? Karma. So, karma in simple words, but don't worry. You're here recently, today. We'll go through them all in detail with the Bhagavad Gita book in hand. This is just watching a trailer. So, if you can't understand anything, take rest. I wish I can take rest. Okay? One which we all know, famous one is good karma. Do good karma, you get punya. We all have been taught about this in our home, right? Bad. You do bad things, you get pap. This much we know. But what no one says is this. They act like a debit card and credit card. For good karma, you do the good thing first and you get the reward later. Work, get the salary later. For bad karma, it's like a credit card. Go and do the drama first, then you'll pay the price later with interest. No cancelling business. Yesterday I did one good year, today I'll slap you. Can be balanced. No cancelling business, no tally business in karma. For every good, we have to enjoy. For every bad, we have to go. So it's like an up and down merry-go-round. That's called samsara chakra. Up, down, up, down. That's why we go through good times, bad times. The third type is called akarma, which is inaction. Technically means no action. But Krishna said little earlier, no one can do no action. And what does inaction means? That action which does not produce any karma. What are those actions? Anything done to the soul, spiritual activities falls in this bucket, akarma, which is bhakti. Anything else we do towards the body with the mind, either good or bad, good or bad. Now we know why When you do some help to someone, we feel so much happy inside because this activity is happening. Myth burst. We are all taught with some rituals to do from childhood days. But all those rituals are nothing but, I'm sorry to say, only give us punya, nothing more than that. Only when we add SPI in the front of ritual, it becomes spiritual. What is the SPI? Supreme Person's interest. You and me are person. God is Supreme Person. If we act as per His instruction and in His interest, then that becomes spiritual. Otherwise, it's a ritual. Rituals give punya. Spirituals give akarma. That which goes and burns both papa and punya. All right. A good one there. Seeing God as judge or as a president. Remember the examples? If we are truly relying on good and bad karma, God is going to act to us in the capacity of judge. Good, bad, yes. But when we start to take those actions and reactions and start to behave as per the Lord's interest, same God acts like a president who goes to the jail and says, I pardon you. Which judge can go against that? So now the question is, do you want God in our lives to act as a judge, purely looks at credits and debits, or in the platform of a president? All right. Okay. I'm going to skip this. This is the whole, what I explained in a chart. Purpose of karma is not for retribution. Last week, I slapped my husband. Oh, how bad. As long as you don't hit me one more time, it's all right. Okay? It's not for retribution, but it is for reformation. Karma's purpose is not to feel so heavy about it, but as to remind us our actions matter. A good one, I have to move on quickly, is the way Krishna explains karma in Gita is in forward-looking way. Like how we use a rear view mirror in our car, that is our karma. Do we drive a car looking at the rear view mirror? We do check time to time, we need to, but that's not how we drive. So Krishna keeps that, our karmic balance, as a rear view mirror. Keep an eye what has gotten you in the past, but keep driving forward. That's the way Krishna explains karma in Gita, and that gives us a great hope to move forward, to drive forward. All right, I have to skip. Yeah, anyways, this quote is good one. Not that everything happens in our life is good. Not that everything happens in our life is good. I don't say that. But something good can come out of every situation. Just keep an eye. And about karma, whatever karma can get us to, Krishna can get us through. All right, fifth chapter is on the peace formula. I'm going to skip this. Samada, beautiful point. We'll speak more in the detailed class. Someone has to click this for me. Keep clicking 25 times. I'll. All right, sixth chapter, Dhyana Yoga. Krishna says, for one who has conquered his mind, the mind is the best friend. For an untrained mind, our mind is the worst enemy. We don't need another enemy at all for us. Our untrained mind is our enemy number one. So Dhyana Yoga means meditation. Yoga pants, at least today? No yoga pants. All right. Okay, step one, Krishna gives Dhyana Yoga step by step. He says, go to a secluded place, lay kusha grass. He says a lot of things. Unagitated mind, subdued mind, devoid of fear, whatnot. He says, no one can be a Dhyana yogi if someone eats too much or too little, sleeps too much or too little. Very hard. If we do Dhyana yoga properly, this must be our profile picture. This should be our profile picture. We do proper Dhyana yoga. Okay, it's a eightfold process. I'll just skip that. For these difficult proposals, Arjuna answers straight away. What was the answer? Please, not possible for me. 5,000 years ago, Arjuna said, Dhyana is not possible for me. And here we are trying. Is it? Arjuna said, it's not possible because my mind is restless, obstinate, turbulent. I can even control the wind of the cosmic nature with my Shakti, but I can't control my own mind. Arjuna says this. Who are we then? Then what's the best yoga? How do we practice? Some photo time, pictures time. Is this yoga? Tennis yoga, blood pressure yoga, chair yoga, pregnancy yoga, desktop yoga. These are all the yoga available in the market. Is this all yoga? People do some exercise and call them as yoga, which is okay. A mere body exercise is not all in all of yoga. It is a small portion. An example I gave is ATM versus branch. How much can you draw from an ATM? Let's say you have got $10 million in your account. $2,000 a day maximum. So doing just physical exercise of yoga is like a drawing $2,000 from a $10 million bank account. Whether you walk to the branch, you have good access to the whole funds. Or is this yoga? Learning some magic tricks. Siddhi. We spoke at length last time. I'm going to quickly move on. So, all right. So, summarizing the first 6 chapters. We are summarizing first 6 chapters. Is the time right? All right. Of all the different yoga types, what was the challenging thing? The purpose of yoga is to connect. But in each of the yoga system, it's very hard to connect. Very, very hard. So, what's the final type? Bhakti yoga. Krishna says, in this, the connection is very easy because it's automatic. You're connected to me. And by doing bhakti yoga, you are already doing karma, jnana, and dhyana. Bhakti includes all other yoga types. Okay, what is Krishna's conclusion? We did some conclusion. Let's hear from Krishna. 6th chapter, last sloka, Krishna says, of all the yogis, a bhakti yogi is the topmost. And he says, that's my opinion. A yoga ladder. We are all here. One option is to go step by step or take the lift, which is bhakti yoga. Remember this picture? Monkey. All other types of doing yoga is like we are clinging on to God. Bhakti yoga is this. We can sleep like this. We are still delivered. All right. We are in the second section. All right. Okay. I'll do this quickly. Usually we have some connection with God at these 4 levels. Out of bhaya, fear. If I don't pray, my job will be gone. Something, right? Bhaya. Or asha. I want something. Something. Always there's something. Or out of duty, kartavya. No, actually I'm very happy. Thank you. I'm being grateful. I'm very thankful. Or out of love. Any material relationship also can have these 4 entities. Our boss to our spouse. What platform do we operate on? Out of bhaya, out of asha, out of duty, out of love. The highest class of relationship is out of love. That's Bhakti Yoga is about. Okay, I'm going to skip this section. To develop love, we need to know that person, right? We can't develop love to a person whom we don't know. 7th chapter, Krishna says, it's very hard to understand me. Clean, bold, very hard to understand me. What's the point then? Give up, pack up, prashadam open. How do we do? Then we went to Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the postgraduate study of Bhagavad Gita. Prahlad explains there are 9 different ways we can do bhakti and understand God. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, right? By hearing about the Lord, by Kirtanam, all the 9 qualities. I'll move on. Then Krishna says, When someone tries this, any of the nine processes, that person is a Mahatma. Ooh, big word. He says, anyone who tries to understand me doing bhakti, such a person is so rare. And they are Mahatma, Sudurlabha. And Krishna says, you know what? You have an opportunity until the last moment, until death, you can try. I'll take that. Until the last moment. That takes us to the question, next chapter, chapter 8, is about death. Death in detail, but we have done this before, so I'll go quickly. So Krishna says, someone can understand me even at the last moment of death. Can you hear me at the back? Moksha already happened in the back door. From this line onwards, already liberated. Why moksha? We are already there. Think about me on this side. I'm waiting. All right. Everywhere else in the world, okay, I'll go quickly and then we'll spend some time towards the conclusion part. That way it's easier. Everywhere else, we are often told not to think about death. Don't worry about death. Don't talk about it, right? In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 8, one whole chapter about death. Very negative person, Krishna. Huh? But no, it's actually a very important event. We need to understand what it is. Krishna wants to explain. What's the point of being ignorant? I close my eyes, no one saw. So the right thing. Now, this knowledge about death is not to make us phobic or to worry about. It's about planning and preparing. Being in the Western country, we all do planning and preparation, writing up a will, ordering for special services. That's for the body, right? What's the point? But why is death so fearful? No one wants to talk about death. Why is death so fearful? Oh, remember, because we don't know what's going to happen. It's a change. We don't know what's going to happen. That's the cause of fear. Agreed? Yes or yes? No one knows. What if we get to know? That's the reason Krishna explains in Gita. Krishna says, Yam Yam Vapi Smaran Bhavam. Whatever state of being one remembers at the time of death, that state is your next life. Exactly. Simple. Bill Gates next time. All right. Smaran. Keyword is Smaran. We'll do this exercise shortly. All right. I'll do this quickly. We did this recently. So what happens? For the experience we go through time of death, I explained this before. Our whole life will go through like a trailer in front of our eyes. It's the experience. We'll go through our own life. Not like this super recap. You can't understand anything, right? That's exactly what happens. A small trailer of glimpse of what you will go through. Your whole life will be going through in front of your eyes like a recap like this with some sound noise, with all the family members around crying around. What can you listen? What can you think about? What about your smaran at that time? When people around you are like, ooh, don't go, and with all the pain and so much. And remember, our thoughts. Okay, so if someone thinks I'm going to become a rich person next life and dies, will the person become a rich person? All right, two parts. Haribol, Hare Krishna. Two parts. Two parts decides our next life. Wake up for a moment and go back to sleep. Okay? Thoughts and karma. Two things are required. Not just thoughts alone is enough. We did lots of exercise, fun exercise. Remember? You get, yes, cockroach. Good, you remember. Someone thinks so much about money, and dies. I want to have lots of money. I want to handle lots of money. If you have a good karma, you can take birth in a good rich family. If you have a thought to be rich, but not good karma to be rich, you'll become a cashier in a bank. You will touch money, but you can't take money. Like this, too attached to family, too attached to the house. I paid off until the last blood of my body and paid the mortgage in Sydney. My house, I built it. And you die thinking of your house, architecturally built, the best house in the street. I'm not looking at anyone here. All right. It's a beautiful house. If you think only about house while living, two things can happen. If you have both thoughts and karma, you will come back, work so hard, pay 10x more times and buy the same house, a big mortgage. Basically, come back, study, work hard. If you can, buy the same house for 10x. If you have a good thought about my house while dying, but no karmic balance to be able to have the house, you will become a cockroach. See, that much everyone remembers from that class. Thank you. Something from Gita. What is it? I know my next life. I wish that's not our next life. So, in that class, we spoke. Next time you discard a cockroach from your house, just say, past neighbor, sorry, past owner, I'm gently handling you. All right. Now, let's picturize death. This is actually why it's so fearful. Cat having a rat in his mouth is what most people go through while dying. So scary. But one who is prepared for death, like a kitten being carried with the same cat. The carrier is cat. If we are not prepared for death, we are a rat. Terrifying, fearful. 99.99%. Krishna explains, but if we are prepared, what's going to happen in my life? I'm very confident, I'm very sure. Then we are a kitten. We say, take me, mom, take me, dad, wherever you want. We are prepared for this. Okay. What's the perfection of death then? Krishna says, whoever remembers me at the time of death, they'll come back to me. Because the last sloka was, whatever you remember, you'll go there. That's the reason traditionally people pour Ganga Jal, not pour, give Ganga Jal, Tulsi Jal for people who are living. We think it's a hydration journey, is it? Hydrating with the Tulsi Jal, Ganga Jal? No. It's to make that person at least Tulsi, can you remember Krishna? Ganga, can you remember Krishna? One way or the other to make the person remind. Can we get the clock back by 1 hour? I'll be all right. Yeah, a good student is always prepared for the exam. Because why? Life is preparation, death is the examination. We often worry about this point, right? What others think about me after dying. Here is the quote. What others think about us after death is not so important as much as what we think at the time of death. What's the point? Who thinks about you after death? What's the value about it? Story. A king with 4 wives. Lucky king, huh? Sorry, story for another time. No way. All right. So much about death. Should we all run away? Pack our bags. Oh, I'm going to prepare for my death. No. Stop everything what we do. What Krishna says? No. Krishna says, Mam Anusmara Yudhyachay. Think of me. Continue with what you're doing. Continue with your life, but learn Bhagavad Gita. Think of me. That way you'll be able to remember me. You'll come to me eventually. So it's a journey. It's not a one-day match, not a T20. All right, how to best remember? We went through the sloka. My laughter is looking at the clock. Not that I am laughing, the clock is laughing at me. Sorry, you don't worry, please. I don't know what to do. All right, 9th chapter. We are right in the middle of Gita. Krishna says, Mukti is not the topmost thing. The dying perfectly is not the greatest of things. He just now we spoke at length. Next chapter he says, no, the highest point is not Mukti, but Bhakti. I'm going to skip this sloka. Yes, this is also. Sorry, don't worry, please. Those are new. We'll do them one by one. So, yeah, nice sloka. We'll do this one. How simple is to do bhakti or how hard is it? Krishna says, Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam. If you can offer, you can have a relationship with me. such a simple way by even offering water, a leaf, a flower. Why? Is he in dearth of having water? No, for relationship's sake. What do we do when we have a guest at home? We offer something, expression of love. Or a beautiful story, Vidura's wife. Remember? Yeah, we'll go through that. Yeah, simple for simple, hard for complex minded. I'm gonna skip them all. Somehow I can magically skip 50 slides. Okay, chapter 10, the four key slokas. I'll skip them, don't worry. Close your eyes, take a nap. I'm gonna skip few slides quickly. 10th chapter is about opulence of Krishna. So now that you want to love, have a loving relationship, know about me something more. That's chapter 10. Chapter 11 is Vishwarupa. How many of you still think Vishwarupa is the highest form of Krishna? That is not the highest form of Krishna. So Krishna explains Vishwarupa. Chapter 12, beautiful, shortest of chapters, just 20 slokas, but beautiful slokas, where Krishna talks about head and heart, the transition, how they can interoperate in bhakti. And then ends with the topmost process. What is the best process if we do is going to attract love for the Lord, right? And we had one whole session for that. Okay, who remembers this? The root cause of all our sufferings, my spouse. Mana param karanam. We think our neighbor, our job, our office, my in-laws, whoever. But Bhagavatam explains mana param karanam. The biggest person who gives us the most immense pain is our own mind. There's no third person required to come and give us trouble. Our mind is enough. Oh, yeah. For which we studied. Sorry, I'm going through very quick. I want to respect your time, but we are doing an inconceivable act of 18 chapters recap, very hard. And I can't do short in the sense like, So we spoke about power of Shabda, sound. How to manage the mind is with power of sound. Because sound can bring everything which we heard. I gave you the example, right? I made you all back then to close your eyes and make you recollect one song from your uni days or school days in a prime of your youth. Yes. And then I asked the question, what did you think about? Not your spouse for sure. In that song for sure, no way. We would have recollected not just the song, but the person, the whole ambience, the environment, the place, everything would have recollected. Power of Shabda. Sound has a unique quality to draw everything around. So that means how to deal with the mind is again using the power of Shabda, which is mantra. Mananat trayate iti mantra. That which liberates the mind is mantra. All right. I'm going to skip these slokas because anyways we'll do them in the detailed class. So I'm going to skip them all. Sorry. Lots of references from Shastras on the mantra. We did this business analysis. There's some BAs here. Okay. Right? P1, P2, P3, P4. Remember we did that exercise? I skipped the most important aspects. The most important aspect of Gita I skipped. You know why? No point doing that in a hurry. Not at all. So, anyways, we'll deal them later in detail. All right. We can do this quickly. 13 to 18, anyways, was a quick one, right? We'll do this quickly. So, 13 to 18 is Jnana, boring chapters. dry. So let's skip, right? Okay. 14 is about modes. Modes is an interesting one. Someone asked me a question 2 days ago. Why are people so different? Some people are always cunning, cheating, can't take the help, but and then completely, show their true colors in a moment. Modes, modes. We'll do them in detail. Why do people do certain type of activity? Why? What makes them do? There are three forces which acts on us all the time: goodness, passion, and ignorance. Sattva, Raja, and Tamas. This very moment in your mind, Sattva, Raja, and Tamas. Sattva tells you listen to the class. Raja tells I've not eaten my prasadam yet. Tamas tells let me take a rest. He only said to sleep, I can sleep. And there's a constant battle. Right this moment, there's a battle. If you listen to the class, if you think about the food or tomorrow's plan, or should I take rest? That battle is what Krishna says. Oh, press any button. You're sleeping so nicely, not helping me at all. All right, like a strand of cord. Krishna says they are goodness, passion, ignorance, constantly in the various shades. That's why people are different. Even our own self, from morning till night, we go through different modes. Why do we behave differently from morning to night? Modes are in operation. That means I'm not at fault. I'm not the doer. I'm not the fault. Is it? Okay. Why people are different? So I'll skip this part. We did the whole Sattva, Raja, Tamas. Yeah, divine and demonic qualities. I was talking to someone yesterday. In Gita, Krishna talks about divine and demon qualities. How many slokas for divine qualities? Yeah, kind of. Okay, rest all is for demonic qualities. Last anger, greed, we spoke at length. We'll do them later. Satyam, Priyam, Hitam. All right. We have come to the climax scene. Oh. Abba, wake up now. Wake up now, please. Wake up, wake up, wake up. All right. We are in the 18th chapter. Finally. All right. But we skipped a bit, but it's all right. We'll do them. Lord gives a famous final instruction. What is that? Who remembers the sloka? Last class we did this. Could you help me? What sloka was that? Go back to sleep. All right. 1866, Sarvadharmam Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Braja. Famous sloka, right? Right. Krishna here talks about, don't confuse the word religion here. That the first question Arjuna asks, what is my dharma? Krishna says, answer here, the highest dharma is that you act based on the need of your soul, have a loving relationship with the God. With who am I? Why am I here? What am I supposed to do? Again, no justice to do this sloka in 30 seconds. So I'm going to skip. Sharanagati, a huge, huge, massive topic. Either you're east, north, south, west. Surrender is the highest point, right? But then we need a lot to understand that. That surrender is not like army laying down. I will not give up, or I give up. I can't do anything. That is not surrender. Surrender means two things. In this we can take for sure. We should spend some time here. At every moment in our life, when we act on these two principles, diligence for Krishna, in whatever effort we do, we put our best efforts for the Lord. At the same time, dependence on Krishna. That not that I'm the only doer. I can't get them all right myself. So diligence and dependence, when they both interoperate, that is the basic of Sharanagati. Basics. Basics. When there's a dynamic dance between these two emotions, when will my PR come? How much of diligence can we do? How much of dependence can we do? Diligence is there. Put your application properly. Put the right documents. Dependence on the Lord. Right? So, dynamic dance of emotions between diligence and dependence is the fundamental of Sharanagati. Okay, we went through this sloka. Lord Ram, I'm going to skip that. All right, this is where we finished last time. I'm okay. All right, we are okay with time. We finished last time saying that, all right, there are some more questions to be answered. What did Arjuna do, by the way, after hearing Gita? What am I supposed to do after Gita? I know I have to have prashadam and go and sleep. What am I supposed to do? What's the actual benefit of hearing Gita? Sanjaya, remember? First loka. Dhritarashtra asked the question, what did Sanjaya react? What did he do about it? We named this program as Essence of Bhagavad Gita. What is the essence of Bhagavad Gita? We parked these questions, all right? Now please wake up. Few more slides, we are done. Very interesting one. I'm going to go a little bit slow now because this is very new. After giving the whole Gita, what did Krishna tell Arjuna is this. I've given you, deliberate on this fully, do what you wish. No, do what you wish. Hence, Bhagavad Gita is not a book of commandments, it's a book of choices and consequences. After giving everything, he still said, very humbly, I've given you everything, deliberate, process it, but do what you want to do. And the free will is an expression of love. Without free will, there can't be love. Think about it. Without free will, there can't be love. Krishna doesn't want a surrender with drop your hands and up. Krishna wants loving relationship. Free will has to be there. Interesting sloka. Then he says, have you heard this with attentive mind? Can I ask the question to you? Did you all listen Gita class with attentive mind? You all slept for whole time and you're knocking the head. Okay? Such a beautiful sloka. At this point, Krishna's intent is, if not, I'm happy to give you one more recap. Are you ready? Proper recap. I am ready. After Prashadam, we'll do round two. It's a beautiful mood where if Arjuna had said, Krishna, can you please explain that one more time? Would have continued. What was Arjuna's response? Was this. Oh Achyuta, my illusion is now gone. I've regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt, asamshaya, and prepared to act according to your instructions. I'm now ready to do what you want me to do. This is what Arjuna's answer after hearing Gita. I am ready to do what you want me to do, Krishna. Surrender, Sharanagati. That sloka has this beautiful point. Karishye vachanam tava. Karishye means I shall execute. Vachanam means your order. Tava, yours. All right, some benediction time. I've been waiting for this. Krishna says, whoever studies Gita, this sacred conversation, without knowing, they worship me. Just by listening to Gita, we are worshipping Krishna. Just by listening. Even one sloka. With faith, see, he didn't even say faith before. With faith, even more higher. Sanjaya is in the picture. This is Rashtra Sanjaya. All right. Now, Sanjaya's reaction, you want to hear that? I love this sloka so much. He says this, I am ecstatic by hearing this conversation that my hair is standing on the end. I take pleasure in being thrilled at every moment. As I remember the wonderful form of Lord Krishna, I am stuck with wonder more and more, and I rejoice again and again. He's pretty much rejoicing hearing this whole conversation. And what was the first question Dhritarashtra asked? After my sons and sons of Pandu came to fight, what happened? What's going to happen? The answer is this. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partha Dhanudhara Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhuti Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Sanjaya is telling Dhritarashtra match fixing. Wake up. Match fixing answer. Even before the war started, match fixing. Not the recent World Cup, okay? Match fixing. Wherever there is Krishna and wherever there is Arjuna, means wherever there is God, there is a devotee. That place, there will be certainly Sri. This is opulence. Vijayo, victory. Vijay, victory. Bhutir, extraordinary power. Nithir, morality. Matir Mama, and concludes with also Matir Mama. That's my opinion. This opinion point is lingering in Gita. Never you will see, believe in me tomorrow or else you will die. No way. Take this or leave it. Like how we do this class as well, taking Krishna's mood. All right, quiz time. Look, we might go little over. Please bear with me. For what we are supposed to finish to where now, this is nothing. All right, few more minutes and then we are done. Quiz time, fun time. What is the essence of Bhagavad Gita? Help me. The options are Kaun Prega Karopati. Okay. The choices are. Now, my question is, what is the essence of Bhagavad Gita? The choices are to live, to love, to let go, chanting, mantra meditation, Sharanagati. All right. Okay. This is quickly. How many of you vote for live? No one. Live, huh? All of them. That option doesn't exist. One here is the answer. Please live. My question is, how many of you vote for live? No one. How many of you vote for love? Yes is this, no is this. I can't even see. How many of you for love? Quickly. Equity, yes. Good, thank you. All right. 3 or 4. Okay, let go. How many of you for let go? Good. How many of you for mantra meditation, chanting, the highest of all the principles? Very, very good. How many of you surrender? Sharanagati is the essence of Gita. Jay, wrong answer. Very good. Thank you. Exactly. I laid the trap. You exactly fell in place the way I expected. Thank you. Sharanagati is not the essence of Bhagavad Gita. I'll explain this to you now. Actually, the answer is love, bhakti, devotion. When we develop pure bhakti, devotion, naturally we will learn the art of how to live. Karma. We'll do what to do. As an expression of love, the highest expression of love is the chanting of Mahamantra, which today we skip, but highest of the process. And building on that, the highest expression of love is Sharanagati. With bhakti in heart, at the right time, we'll be able to do the let go as well. So, love permeates to all other. In other words, it's all of the above, but only love is the answer. Hare Krishna, no, not yet. We have some time. All right, conclusion summary. Krishna is a brilliant teacher who converted a battlefield into a study area. We speak about experiential studies, right, in schools, camps, whatnot, right? Tell me a better place than an experiential study to give knowledge than a battlefield. He chose that. Because why? The question must be there only about life or death in a battlefield. In any other classroom, the question can be anything else. So Krishna chose to be in the battlefield to give Bhagavad Gita. Experiential learning to its pinnacle. He doesn't encourage the war outside like the world today. People say Bhagavad Gita, it's Mahabharata is there. He's encouraging the war. Yes, he's encouraging the war, not the war outside, my friends, the war inside. The war within ourselves to own our decisions, our activities, our illusion, and fight against our own illusion and ignorance. If you're not fighting against our ignorance, you're losing the game already. And this is the most precious and urgent gift. What do you mean by urgent? How much time we all have left in this life? not saying negatively, I'm being so honestly here. Most of us are more than midway through. You accept or not. But then you got the great opportunity. So it's an urgent and the precious gift given to us. Now, what do you do with that? Like Arjuna, the question. Krishna is going to say, I've given this to you. It's up to you. That's the same mood we take in the class as well. I request you, I remind you. It's up to you then. All right. Long time ago, in session number 1, I made a return on investment assurance business plan. You all forgot that, right? Not only, I made an assurance return on investment financial planning, is it? Who's the planner? The planner is there. All right. Who remembers what was the assurance? Please, someone. Raghavan can say, I was not in the class. Ask him suffering from fever. All right. I asked for some initial faith. Come to the class, Bhagavad Gita program. Can you all hear me? Yes. I'm just experiencing how it feels to be here. Nishabda, clear, no sound, no way. Perfect. Now I know why you are sleeping. All right. Perfect. Good. Good ambience. I requested at the very first session, come with some little initial faith, nothing more, and give me some time. How much I said? 2 hours in a fortnight, not more than that. Remember, any more investment than that? Any of you? No. In that very first session, I had this slide on what will I get you back from Gita by just attending the Essence of Bhagavad Gita program. I said, your jnana, your knowledge will increase. No one can deny that. Your rati, your attraction towards the Lord would have increased. Love would have increased. Yes or yes? Which means basically what you invested, what you're reaping today or been reaping is increased faith. Your Shraddha has increased pretty much. It's your Shraddha, your time, your Shraddha has increased. Agreed? Here is my next business proposal for reinvestment. All right? Again, a guaranteed return on investment plan. The plan sounds like this. Nothing new. Your increased faith, Shraddha, whatever I've taken now, that same time, nothing more than that, 2 hours in a fortnight. That's what I'm asking for, or Krishna is asking for. What is the return on investment is? Same, jnana, rati and prema, love in the heart, deepening, but with further and deeper, which means not a normal initial faith which you started the program with, not your increased faith to where you are now, strong faith. It's called Ashakti, complete attachment. I have so much faith. And I don't have time for this. You are investing same time. Krishna will give you expanded time. Can I spend the 2 minutes on this? 5 more minutes, all right? You're still on time. Expanded time means, just for today, actually time expands. Time does expand. Time dimension expands. We didn't touch much in Gita. When we put in time for the Lord, Lord will make us more efficient and smarter in everything else we do in our life. Everything else in our life becomes much easier and smooth and faster. Therefore, that kachada gets cleansed slowly. You become more efficient. Your investment of time, so-called 2 hours in a fortnight, the amount of time you will get back is so much. With your anxiety dropping, your stress dropping out, so much can be done. The hundi, the same hundi we're talking about. You've been investing here, week on session, little bit bhakti into this hundi, which this hundi, Krishna says, comes with you life after life, not your bank account, which gets closed away, wiped away after you leave. The magic in maths, the eighth wonder of world, as per Albert Einstein, is power of compounding. That's exactly what I'm asking for too. Initial faith, increased faith. You are here. We know this very nicely from a money wise. No one needs to be taught. But from a spirituality wise, it works the same, power of compounding. So that's the magic. Now you can ask a question. Mm, better proposal? Any better proposal than that? Okay, I need some. What should I come? You don't take the eighth wonder of the world as magic of compounding. I'll do a magic for you. What magic do you want? You want this magic? Pulling a rabbit out of my pocket or your pocket. Hey, this is Bhagavad Gita. This is spirituality. This is bhakti, right? We all get fallen for these magics, right? I'll also pull out something. Through Bhagavad Gita, not me, through Bhagavad Gita, I'll pull the best version of yourself and show you who you are in front of you. Not is my capability, I'm zero through Bhagavad Gita. Whatever you are, you're a student, you're a professional, or you are a product owner in a great airline company, doesn't matter. Whatever you are, the best version of yourself will come out. Pulling out your heart as transformation. This is the magic will happen for sure. And I am promising for that magic, not a rabbit magic, a silly one. The magic is transformation of heart is assured. Because time-tested wisdom for sure gives result. I'm making all these promises on what basis? My strength, zero. I'm just a zero. The biggest one which in front of mine is Krishna. Hence, I have some value. All right. With that, you are prepared to face your life. I'm not going to lead your life, not neither Krishna. You are prepared to face your life despite any ups and downs. Still remain truly happy within your heart. That's the promise. A quote, God doesn't prepare the road for you. Often we go and ask, fix this problem, plumbing problem, job problem, wife problem. God doesn't prepare the road for us. Through Bhagavad Gita, God prepares us for the road so that we are able to go through what we are supposed to, but in a better way. I will never promise the problems will go away. Who said that? No way. You are better prepared for the road. The ingredient is enthusiasm and patience. That little child will also grow one day. And I'll listen to your Gita class. Don't expect overnight result. All right. Closure. We are currently like this. Our bhakti, this is pretty much the last slide. I'm quickly going through this. We are like this. Our bhakti plant is like this in the heart. Our heart is the soil, fertile or barren. You bring the soil. I don't bring that. That's your heart. All right. The knowledge, the seed. Today, full on. Kids all in full mood. All right. We are done. They have said like enough signal has come. Knowledge is the seed through Bhagavad Gita. The process, what we will learn is the watering. And the most important aspect is the stick. Remember, bhakti is not a tree, it's a bhakti lata, creeper. It always requires a support structure. And that structure is all of us being here. A famous African proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Why should we be as a together to learn Bhagavad Gita? You're going to go far in spirituality, not overnight superstar business. That's not the point. All right, next steps. Last slide. We are starting the detailed class on 28th, next fortnight. Today was a teaser, not even a trailer. Then on upcoming classes in upcoming fortnights. A small change to what I said last time. We'll finish with that one. We'll be starting the program sharp 5:15. That's because, you know what? Last time I mentioned we'll go to the smaller rooms to the opposite where kids are for sustainability reasons, right? We can't continue with this. My dear wife and my dear all devotee volunteers, they have changed my mind. They said, no, giving the best experience for devotees is far more important. That's all right. So, taking their words, we have booked this hall. Everything continues as it is. Kids have two halls. We all have this hall. We'll continue. But for starting time 5:15, and we'll finish around 7ish sharp. So I booked it for that hours and then done. So everything as it is. Please get a copy of Bhagavad Gita as it is for everyone because we need one copy for each during the class. And why? The world says, have Facebook. Krishna says, have a face in front of the book. The book is Bhagavad Gita. So forget all devices and stuff. Carrying Bhagavad Gita is so auspicious. Have the book. And yeah, last slide, we are done. Graduation day. Watching the trailer of the movie, not even the full movie. It's supposed to be not a trailer, but the teaser of the movie. We skip so much, but it's all right. The real movie starts from next fortnight, 28th March. Trust me, we are not going to do no rush business, no theoretical business, very personal, very practical, because that's a detailed session meant to be. All right. Thank you so much. You have a question? Sorry. For all the times, 5:15. Yes. All classes 5:15. Please be on time. All right. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much. We went 5 minutes over time today, just today. Never before, never after. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Sorry, it was a super fast.
No, no, that's fine.
Super
Sorry.
fast.
Yeah.
I'll just
I-
switch off this.
yeah.
Gunjan.